I've both admired and enjoyed the plays of Donald Margulies, but I was a little disappointed by his Time Stands Still when Insight Theatre Company staged it a few years ago. As usual, Margulies crafted the work well, dealt with serious issues honestly, with humor when appropriate, and treated his characters with consistency and respect. But I thought Time Stands Still lacked the fresh approach to the material, something unexpected and revelatory that I usually find in his plays. Seeing it again now at the New Jewish Theatre, I found more in it. The material is not unfamiliar, but the way that Margulies' characters respond to it and change and grow as individuals and in their relationships, I do find well worth paying attention to. The play tells the story of Sarah and James, journalists who've been a couple for 8 years, reporting on stories wherever there was action, she photographing them, he writing them. But now she's barely survived a roadside bomb in Iraq. After weeks in the hospital, James helps her return to their Brooklyn loft apartment to complete her recovery, her arm still in a sling, her leg in a cast, her face scarred by shrapnel. He was not with her when the bomb went off. He'd left a few days earlier with his own troubles, and there are issues between them. They seem manageable until deeper differences come to the surface. He's ready to settle down. He doesn't need the adrenaline rush of hotspot danger anymore. She does. She needs that moment when a violent world shrinks to the frame of her viewfinder and, as she says, time stands still. Their problem is given added dimension by the play's second couple. Richard, middle-aged, is the photo editor at the magazine that regularly publishes both Sarah and James. He has with him his much younger girlfriend, Mandy, in her 20s, a sweet, gushing, bubbly, naive airhead. But she's the one, warm-hearted as she is, who asks the question that people like Sarah and James get asked by the warm-hearted ones. How can you just take pictures when you are there in the midst of that suffering? Why don't you do something to help them? Sarah and James, and Richard too, have their answers, their justification of their vocation. We know their argument. Mandy certainly sharpens it when she insists that there is more to life than the pain and suffering that the others seem to want to make the whole of their world. The positions they take fit each of the characters. The characters not only express them well, they embody them, as do the actors at New Jewish. Wendy Renee Greenwood's Sarah enters on crutches and in pain, which Greenwood makes all too convincing. But as she recovers, she grows increasingly restless to get back to work. Ben Nordstrom's James struggles with his growing realization that he wants something else for the two of them. They are obviously very much in love and just as obviously can't live with the other with the needs each has. And it's painful to watch them realize that. Eileen Engel's Mandy verges on the irritating at first, and you want to dismiss her with a laugh, but without changing her essential character, she wins your respect. As does Jerry Vogel, who also played Richard in that previous production. Richard knows he may look foolish, suffering a midlife crisis with his young girlfriend, but he's made his peace with it. Director Doug Finlayson guides the action subtly and clearly on John Stark's loft set spread out under high windows, with lighting by Michael Sullivan, character-enhancing costumes by Michelle Seiler, and sound design by Zoe Sullivan. I'm grateful to have a better opinion of Time Stands Still after being reacquainted with it.
Yes, I think that's true for me as well.
Really? Good.